Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly.
Oh, Lord. So we got another episode with Thick Tongue, and he's talking about the Crones of Orange County. Was Heather Dubrow's return worth it? I peeped in this season, and I would say no. She's rich. I'll give her that. She's rich, but boring. Girl, we've been asking you about Phaedra all these years. Why don't you answer that since you into answering questions? When am I coming on the show, Carlos? When am I coming on the show? Well, his co-host for the episode, who's also a producer, said that Heather's return was a flop. And it was. Noella carried the season. Most of those heifers make me just ask, why? Why? But then again, I suppose Vicki Gunvalson's witchcraft and crone abilities was what got that show on the air. But none of those heifers were entertaining. I mean, maybe if Heather had something to work with, but really all she had was shit and Bedore. Emily and Gina, they're a boring twosome. And then that doctor with the gay husband, didn't nobody care about her either. All Heather had was her house. Oh, Lord, now he gonna take this damn force multiplier phrase and run it into the ground. You can just keep calling them heifers queen bees. Force multiplier gives me too much football. It gives me masculinity. That's what Rob Dixon wishes she was. I also agree with them. OC doesn't have that lead character, that shit starter, that Kenya Moore, that Nene Leakes. They don't like Noella and said she was trying too hard, but nobody else was giving anything. So she had to put the season on her back and keep it pumping. Carlos said, look, I need you thirsty, not dehydrated. He said he can't connect with Noella because he ain't never seen the husband nor the child. All he sees is her crying and whining. I think that just means the husband is smart enough not to be on camera to get caught in his crap, like Mark Daly. And he said he couldn't connect with Gina because her man lived in LA in another apartment, which means you ain't got no man at all. And if anybody knows that, it's Carlos King. They really cracking each other up while I'm sitting here dry-faced, but I'm glad somebody's laughing. This heifer must be where Carlos is from because she just said singer. 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 It's not two words. Girl, they going on about Tamra and Vicki, but I don't care for Crones. I will agree with them. Noella should be given another chance, and I think she'll be more natural this season. Well, Reasonably Shady has returned with another episode, and I'm going to listen to it so you don't have to. What these heifers talking about? I gotta say, I really thought she cared about her coot. I would have seen them stand together. I can't say I'm surprised, but maybe I'm a little surprised. See, I just would have stayed with his ass to get widow money. Why take half when you can get all, plus life insurance, tax-free life insurance? I mean, look at Karen and Ray. Karen stayed with her coot for a minute. Oh, goodness, they really gonna have Gabrice read an ad that says making choices is never easy? You couldn't make a choice with your house. You can't decide if you want a castle, a log cabin, a treehouse, or a hot air balloon. I've never seen you make a decision. You got duped into marrying a cheater and a con artist. Your unfinished barn is atrocious. And men just leave you. Girl, up and leave. You don't make choices to end those relationships. They end them for you. So I don't know if you're the right person to talk about choice. Them Savannah properties is cheap. See, Pretty Brown Eyes in the chat brought up a very valid point. Now Michael and Juan can be reunited, hey, hey. But who is Rob gonna be with? Because I'm sorry, Gizelle ain't never gonna come out. Who could we set Rob up with? Who's got masculinity? So they start in their second season. Good Lord. This shit better get better than that damn Medium episode. I know that. Hold on, Maria, we can't be waiting for Juan and Robin to break up when they ain't together. Giselle, you have gotten out here and said you don't have high-minded conversations and you never take it deep. You always like things to be surface. That's why people may question your intelligence. Not because you're a housewife, but because the words came from your own lips on this very platform. Let's take it back to episode 1, shall we? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh my God, Tony in the chat said Robin could date Benzino. I don't know, because Robin ain't got much of a neck either. Will 2 necklace wonders work? I guess they could always just use Head and Shoulders. Oh God, Rob's gonna say, well, they think what we do is easy. What you do is easy because you do nothing. We are wondering why you are still here. Sashay away. It is easy to be Rob Dixon. You don't even get out of the bed until 2. So half your days just sleep. The other half is selling caps. I couldn't imagine an easier life. Oh, look who's prepared. Rob Dixon said, hold on, Jizzy. We've got to get to our shady moment of the week. Giselle's shady moment was her trainer looked at her funny when she was taking an advanced class, and she was proud she was able to do it. I'm happy for you, but he was probably just looking out for you. You just got your foot out that boot. Last thing he needs is for you to bust your bussy in his class. Oh, God. I really do love y'all, because, this shit is a yawn. And Angela yawn. Rob, you've been in this house all this time and you still ain't got a couch? I mean, I know the panty has messed up the supply chain, but girl, I'm sure you could have picked up something at a garage sale and wiped it down. Oh, these heifers are going on tour? Say, but I cannot. $75 to $149? Girl, okay, so they doing it in Maryland. Oh my God, May 18th. If y'all want to go see him, if you in the DMV, you can go see Reasonably Shady live. So $75 for general admission plus a $6.20 ticket fee. Or if you want the meet and greet, that's $149 plus a $10.71 ticket fee. I wonder if Rob will be selling her caps. Girl, I watched the Grand Dame show, but oh, Jesus Christ, y'all are so fucking out of touch. So Rob Dixon is whining that her landscaper doesn't have enough help. It's not that people don't want to work. It's that he clearly wasn't paying them enough for them to stay working there. Nobody's working for pennies on the dollar anymore. He was probably paying them enough so that they had just enough money to get to their next job. That's the problem. I love how they really talk about Kourtney being the most boring Kardashian when y'all are the most boring on the show. Especially Rob. I mean, talk about no room to talk. Talk about throwing stones in glass houses, you softball playing lesbian. Oh, thank God. Thank God at least Robin was like, well, I am kind of the Kourtney of the show. You are. You are. Naps and caps. That's what you're about. Naps and caps. You were vegan at one point. Is that why you don't have any hip or ass? Because you ain't got enough ass to get you to next Tuesday. I don't know how you shit. It looks like you couldn't even sit on the toilet seat. It looks like you just kind of have to like lean over like a board. God, if your live show is as boring as your podcast, I hope it comes with a blanket and a pillow, because they gonna need it. I mean, this is great white noise to fall asleep to. And what was Giselle Bryant's real job? She need not ever discuss work ethic. And that's from MNS in the chat. And that's a good point. What did you do? You were a party planner for the DC Black Caucus? That is a good question. Will they talk about Love and Marriage DC or Monique at the live show, since thoughts of her and her binder will be front and center? Would I be surprised if they did that low of a blow? No. These heifers gonna come to us with the old tea about the slap. Honey, we been over that. I can't believe it. Giselle was a little funny. She says, so Will can't go to the Oscars for 10 years. Is that a punishment? It really ain't. He'll still get the free shit. He'll still get the gift bag. He has all the money, so it's not even like he needs anything free. And it looks boring. I wouldn't want to sit there all that time. I'd want to get my trophy and go. Oh, God. Rob still thinks it's fate. Here we are. The man's been banned for 10 years. You just said it seemed a little extreme, but you think it was fake? That shows your thinking skills. At this point, I could understand for the first couple of days not really being sure. But at this juncture, I think we know it happened. What would anybody get out of this being fake? She said, well, I don't think Chris Rock was in on it. I think it was one of those acting slams. Oh my God. What the? Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Acting slaps. I mean, you can do an acting slap, and if you cut it right, it might look real, but normally it doesn't. If somebody was going to slap me on screen, I would want them to slap me because I would want to feel the emotion of the moment. It keeps you in character. Giselle said his whole body went to the side with his face. I mean, you saw the skin. Girl. But, you know, this is Rob's thinking, and I love to hear it. It's so avian, ornithological, bird-like. An acting slap. Oh, my God. Ooh. It is 7:03 in the morning. It is too early for an acting slap. What? Oh my. And, did she really say that? Oh. Rob cannot get her words together, but I got to agree with them. They shouldn't have put all their business on that red table. Rob gonna say, we wanted to keep you on your pedestal. We wanted to stay confused. And then she tried to backpedal and pussy pop. No, we weren't confused. Maybe you were confused. But I know a lesbian when I see one. Yep, I can't believe I'm agreeing with them, but some things need to be a mystery. Rob Dixon said he was trying to prove his masculinity. You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? Rob Dixon gives me the type of girl who stands 5 feet back from the urinal when she pisses. Now, this is interesting. Rob says Juan is a huge Will Smith fan and wanted to be his stand-in. I don't even have to say anything, except Dwayne Martin beat you to the punch. Oh my God! Rissa in the chat said this podcast would go good with some tomatoes. Ooh, 29 minutes. You know, it's nice that you don't have to look at them, though. I don't have to see Carlos King's ankles or Giselle's bad hair. If you ever wake up early in the morning and you need to get back to sleep, I'm telling you, Reasonably Shady Podcast is where it's at. If you want ASM... Girl, they really went back 2 weeks ago and got all this old tea. Now they talking about housewives. Ashley must have known what day y'all were filming and made sure to put her announcement out after you had put the episode to bed. She is crafty because I am sure you would have dedicated this whole episode to her and Michael Darby. So they get to talking about the other housewives and Atlanta coming back. And of course, Giselle's acting like she doesn't know who's on the cast, and Rob said Sheree's back, and she says she by Sheree. Well, why don't we talk about every hue since you want to bring up defunct businesses? Oh my God, when you Google She by Sheree, one of the questions that come up in people also ask, is there a She by Sheree? That's the first question. Girl, and you still go to the website and can't order shit. It's sad. Oh God, Gabrice was on a date. With what? Were you on the date with your phone or your tablet? So the question came up, what movies can you watch over and over again? I guess I have a lot. I grew up in the cable era, so I'm used to reruns of movies. The Harry Potter series, the Hobbit series, The Color Purple, Sister Act 2, The Others, The Incredibles, Death Becomes Her, Heartbreakers. There's a lot. The list would go on. Rob says Coming to America. I won't turn it off. It's one of those great for holiday movie background noise. I don't know if I'm just going to sit down and watch it, but if it's on, I'll peep at it. Oh, God. Gabrice's love and basketball, and that movie made her cry. I ain't going to say it wasn't a cute coming-of-age movie, but tears? You were crying for a week? A week? I could understand getting a little emotional, but a week? Over love and basket? Oh, of course Rob had to bring up the nude scene in Coming to America. Honey, that was your first sexual awakening. Let's be real and talk about your femininity. Oh, Jesus, now she said Grease too. I have to shit. That's how bad this has been. Who is listening to this and enjoying it? It ain't me. Rob said she wanted to be Michelle Pfeiffer. Heifer, you are. You are a full-blown honky. We saw your ancestry DNA. You got the same haircut. The hell? You wanted to be the white woman you are? I'm lost. Oh, God. Gizelle watches the first Sex and the City movie. Neither one of them were that good. But I'm not surprised you like a movie about a man leaving a woman at the altar. Oh my goodness, the lesbonics I just heard. Rob describing the women going to see Sex and the City and how everyone was dressed up to the nines, and the way she said, it was so many groups of girlfriends going to the movies together looking all cute. I'm telling you, I heard her balls swing when she said it. I heard the thirst in her voice. I heard the thirst. Somebody call 800-588-2800-EMPIRE because this heifer wants some carpet to munch. Rob can watch any of the Oceans movies. I can only do Oceans 11 and Oceans 12. That one with Sandra Bullock and Rihanna, it wasn't that good. Well, that was the shit. So I'm going to see you soon for the Housewives of New Jersey.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly. Allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly.